Hello, Aviation Nation. Rick here. Today, we're going to talk about part 3, a pilot's nightmare. Part 3 is an expected situation. And as you know, candidates will have to listen to 3 different communications between pilots and air traffic controllers. The recordings will be played twice. There's a 5-second pause before the recording is repeated. After listening to the recording, the candidate will have to tell the examiner everything he or she understood about the message. And after that, the examiner will ask you a question related to the situation showcased in the message. The most challenging thing to do in part 3 is taking notes, right? Most pilots led to believe that they have to understand every single word that was said by the controller and the pilot in the message and then inform the examiner. They also believe that if they understand every single word that was said by the pilot and the controller, that will increase their final score. Well, I have to tell you, folks, that's simply not true. Pilots also believe that they have to understand the call sign and the air traffic controller position, tower, approach, and also the name of the air traffic controller. That's also not true. So we have to call the pilot pilot and the controller air traffic controller, right? You don't need to say, oh, American 123, declare emergency, and Denver approach, understood the message, yada, yada, yada. No, you don't have to understand this, right? All you have to do is say the pilot declared an emergency and the controller cleared the pilot to do this and that. That's how you do it. So your focus during part 3 should be on the pilot's problem or the unexpected situation. So the pilots will always report a problem and will always request something from the air traffic controller. That's where your focus should be on. And also in the controller's instructions and the solution for the pilot's request. So that will make your note taking much more agile. And then you will remember all 3 situations at the end of this exercise. Remember, at the end of the exercise, the examiner will ask you to compare the 3 situations in terms of severity, possible solutions, or ways of prevention. We usually choose terms of severity because it's much easier to organize, to order them in terms of severity. Now, how can we compare the 3 situations in terms of severity? Well, we always start with the situation which is not so important. So we can say, let's say that the situation which is not so important is severe turbulence. And then we can start with it. So we can say severe turbulence is the least serious situation to deal with. Well, because the pilot can fly the airplane and land it safely. Let's say the second situation is an engine flame out, which is worse than severe turbulence. So you can say an engine flame out is worse than severe turbulence because the pilot will have to perform a single engine operations during approach, and then this could lead to a hard landing and also panic on board. Let's say that the third situation is an explosive decompression. But then you can say the third situation is the worst situation to deal with because it's an emergency. Explosive decompression can lead to hypoxia if the pilot doesn't act quickly, and also a disaster, right? So that's how you order them. So that's it for today's video. I hope this video helped you to understand a little better part 3. And I hope part 3 it's not a nightmare anymore. Thank you very much for watching this video. And don't forget that at Aviation English, we have a special offer for Abra Pack members. Don't waste your time. Enroll now, and I'll see you next time. Bye.